to sit down and write about my life. It took a lot of energy to go back and forth with the editor, to get the book cover done, to get the website done, which is my website in the back, firstbelieve.com. So this isn't something that I'm just talking about, it's something that I actually did. And so it proved to me that whatever I put my mind to, whatever I put my mind to, I can create. You guys remember what SBE means? Anybody here remember what SBE means the last time I was here? Someone has to remember. SBE, what was it? Alright, thanks. You remember the whole speaking thing I said last time? No one remembers that? Alright. We're going to go over it again. Where's that on? Grab it up. Alright, SBE means speak it, believe it, and execute the plan. Say after me, speak it.
Everybody say it.
Y'all want to learn how to gain love and power, right? Love and money, right? With these are powers. I'm telling you, I'm teaching you how to gain power. Speak it.
Speak it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
And execute the plan.
Execute the plan.
Now, when I say speak it, what are we talking about?
Talk about it.
What am I talking about when I say speak it? Alright, listen, I said raise your hand so I can point to you, then you can talk. Go ahead. No. Speak it, your goals. Your goals in life. It's important for you to speak them to yourself. Alright? So that's why I want you guys to write that list of 5 things, because you have to continue speaking those things so they can play in your mind. So now you know that these are the things that I want to obtain in life. Alright? Say it again. Speak it.
Speak it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Execute the plan.
Execute the plan.
Alright. Now, so next Monday, I want to see everyone breaking in their list of goals, right? Did I hear everybody say that? Alright, so who's the president of the United States? President Obama? Right, so you just met President Obama, not Obama. Alright, now, who's the professor on this list? That's Condoleezza Rice. She actually teaches at Stanford University in the Department of Political Economy. She was in the White House with George Bush when he was in office. She was actually, I believe, the first black lady to have that role. What was her position? Secretary of State? You guys remember what her position was? Secretary of State. She had a huge position, so as a black woman, that was something very impressive. That was very impressive. Now, do you guys think that these individuals had a story or made sacrifices to get to where they got to in life?
Yes.
Who in here can tell me one story in 30 seconds? One of these individual stories that you know about, that's something that they sacrificed. One person's story that you know that they sacrificed something to get to where they are in life. Because they all have a powerful story.
You could be a rapper, a teacher.
Oh, rapper. I don't know.
Go ahead. You said Martin Luther King. Speak up. Everybody can hear you. There's a couple of things I didn't say. Did she mention one of them? You can talk louder or... All right, go ahead. So what about Martin Luther King? What would he sacrifice? He wrote some music. Listen up. I can't hear her.
Y'all can look at the wall too.
Going in jail because he protested that black people don't have their rights in this world.
Okay, good answer. All right, and who else did I forget on this list that didn't mention? Actually, there's 2 more. That I mentioned that on this list that did something very powerful and they sacrificed to get there. I want to know their story. Go ahead. Tell me about Rosa Parks. But she's not on this list. But go ahead. Tell me about it. did a boycott. And what is a boycott? What is a boycott? Not only was a boycott, why was the boycott so important? Even though it had nothing to do with exercise, you know, I love the subject anyway. Why was the boycott so important? Yeah, you got to speak up there if I can hear you. Why was the boycott so important? The boycott was important because, back to the subject again, without the black folks taking those buses, it impacts the amount of money that the cities were making. So if we're not catching a bus, and we were the majority of people on the bus, that means that the white-owned bus line was going out of business.
Listen up. So
that caught their attention. That was power. That's what I mean by power. That was power for the fact that they were able to unite and get something to work together. Now, there's one more person name on here that I didn't mention. Her name is Flojo. Florence Griffin Joyner. Florence Griffin Joyner.
Oh.
Oh my God, she's actually here. Yeah, Florence Griffin Joyner. Now let me tell you something about her. She holds 2 records since I want to say 1993, but I have to make sure that I'm correct. Where you at? 94? They say 94, but she holds 2 records. What records does she hold to this day, 2015? No one's been able to beat her 2 records. No, you should not start. Someone on this is a track star. So she's a sprinter. What events was it?
The
100,
400, 200,
and 200. She holds the record in the 100 and 200 to this day. No one has been able to beat her 2 records in women's track and field. You're talking about records that's been holding almost what? Almost 20 years, maybe more than that. What's the math on that? 2015 subtract 1994. What's it?
1994.
What's the math on that? Can you believe that? No one. I think in 100 she ran like a I don't want to state. I think it was like a 10.4, a 10.5.
I say 31.
That's 31 years. No one's been able to beat the record. 21. Not Marion. Marion Jones didn't beat it, even when she was on steroids. Not the young lady right now. Her name is, what's her name? Kelly something, the girl lady from Jamaica.
Oh yeah. Dude, she always it's 20.
She might be. Shelly Price. No one's been able to beat her record. So if you're an aspiring athlete, especially women in here, you want to research her. As a matter of fact, I feature her in my book, my next book coming out later this year, called 7 Types of Queens That Kings Desire. She's actually featured in it for being, a woman of health. And also, the president at the time, I believe it was Clinton, President Clinton hired her to work in the White House as a health administrator. She was in charge of some committee of dealing with health, so that she could implement some programs in the high schools across the country. Very powerful woman. She died my senior year in high school. So definitely look her up. And who else did I forget on this list? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry sacrificed a lot to get where he is. He has a net worth of, talk about money again,
What? Million?
$400 million. Tyler Perry should be homeless.
Yeah.
And he stuck to his dream, stepped in his car, stepped on the street. But guess what he did though? Even though he had rough situations like many of us have, he kept his eyes on what? He kept on his goal. And what I like to call eyes on the prize. So what would be your prize? What would your story be like? That's good you know. Think about that. Listen. What will your story be like? You control your destiny. Not the police, not your parents, not your teachers. You control your destiny. That's why I want you guys to write those 5 goals. It's very important to write those 5 goals down. For the younger kids, you may not be taking that seriously, but the ones in middle school and high school, you want to start putting your mindset on that because as you're young, now you can pick up books on certain subjects. Now you can ask certain questions. You can plant the seeds for your future, alright? Now, what path do you think all these people took to get to where they got to? Can't hear you. To get education? Education was one of them. What else? Yeah, I don't want to answer. What path do you think they took to get to where they got to in life? Any one of them. All right, I'll ask one person to talk. But I'm thinking that's that question. The answer I'm looking for, they focused on their goals. That's how they move forward. So you got to think about what the story would be like and what are you going to be focusing on. But if you don't focus, there's a state system that says half of you all will be in prison. That's what they're predicting. So I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen. Understand? Alright, now, how many of you all are going to start writing your stories today? Because you can write your story. I literally wrote mine. You can write your story. You can start by writing those 5 goals I keep stressing.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, then so that's pretty much exercise today. Anybody have any questions for me? Somebody has a question about all the people I just mentioned. You gotta have at least one question. There's too many beautiful black minds in here not to have one question for me. Go ahead. Listen up, we got one question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How did they sacrifice the time for the world?
How did they sacrifice? Well, one, they probably sacrificed their friends. They probably sacrificed not hanging around certain friends. Some friends are going to push you towards doing drugs. Some friends are going to push you towards sexual things. Other friends are going to push you towards books. They might push you towards starting a business. They might push you towards, studies. Those kind of friends that you want to be around. And some people don't have good intentions for you. They say they love you and care for you, but they really don't. Because they put their life in jeopardy. Because once you catch a case, once you catch a criminal charge, even as a juvenile, they say it doesn't count when you're an adult, but guess what? As soon as you get 18, they're going to bring up the charges again. I've been in many courts for myself and for my friends and family. So you want to make those decisions. Hang around the right friends, hang around the right people, the right advisors. There's people who want to help you. There's mentors who want to help. That's why I'm here. That's why these counselors are here. Any other questions? Good question. I like that question. So I hope you take heed to it and actually do that. Any more questions? All right. So that concludes our exercise for today. But next time I come in, I only have like 4 report cards that I've seen. Who students here that brought report cards? Who brought them in? Because I have like 4 of them. I have one for Kenny Jean. Who's Kenny Jean?
What?
You Kenny Jean?
For what?
So I fit. I have Alina Jean. Ron Gibson. Who's Ron Gibson? Ron Gibson. And Tara Gibson.
You gotta say my name right.
Tavarius.
He's out there.
Alright. And Nada Benita.
What the heck? It's over there.
Who's that?
Right.
I said?
Charles.
You did pretty good. good. I'm very impressed. She got some pretty good grades. Pretty good grades. She wasn't the only one. Because ours Gibson had pretty good grades too.
Wait, I got the grade.
Report cards. So I want you all to bring your report cards. Listen, I want you to bring your report cards. Give them to Miss Foreman. You don't have to bring them to me. Bring them to Miss Foreman. She's going to make a copy of them and give them to me. Alright? Alright. Now, that concludes the exercise. I don't know how much time we have, but I want to try to put some chess in at least 10-15 minutes. We have that? Alright, listen up. I'm sorry, you guys, we don't have that amount of time. We took a long exercise. 5 minutes, baby? Alright, listen. We'll go over the basics. Listen up. We only got 5 minutes.
Michael, be quiet.
So I want to go over some of the basics of the chess. Alright? Now don't touch them yet. As I mentioned before, these are the pawns. These are 1 point. I want you to look at the board in front of you. If you don't have one, just get around one. These are the rooks. These are worth 5 points, correct? These are your bishops. So look at this and look at the board. That they're going to 12. 12. Alright, I might hit me Wednesday. These are your knights. These are your queens. Listen up, queen. And these are your keys. No, this is the queen.
That's a queen. This is
Oh,
a queen.
pick it up from the board. Pick it up from the board. Pick it up from the board. Yeah. Listen, these are the most, this is the most important piece on the board. The queen can move anywhere. She can move anywhere. Now, listen up. You got it in your hand? Alright, put it down, put it down. Now I want you to grab this piece here. Grab the pawn. Listen up, you guys playing around. Listen up. Put it down. I want you to grab one of these. These are the pawns. How many want to take a guess how many moves they can move? They can move 1 or 2 on the first move. On the first move. So move it up one. Now, the first move represents in life will be education. It's the first move in life, is your education. Everybody move to 1? Alright. Now what I want you to do is move them all up 1 or 2. Move them all up one or two places. Move them all 1 or 2 places. 1 or 2 places, all of them. You gonna help out? Just 1, listen man. Now, the rook, the next one we'll play a lot more next week. The rook, you guys move them all 1 or 2 places? Alright, the rook, it can move anywhere in a straight line. Listening, pay attention, look. Listen ladies. This can move anywhere in a straight line, either forward or left. So I want you guys to move it as far as you can up. Pay attention, just look at me, Stop playing around, look. I want you to move this piece as far as you can behind the pawn. Look, man. She said move it up as far as you can. Alright? Now, the bishop. Who wants to take a guess how the bishop moves? Bishop can move diagonal, right? So it can move way across the board, diagonal, right? Just now, Pablo, can the bishop jump the pawn? So you can't jump the pawn, so you only move as far as you can up. Diagonal. This is all right. This is nice.
Hey, shut up and listen.
You gotta in life. You gotta know your boundaries. You gotta know how you can move and where you can move. In life, you can move. You either move them up once and two across, or two up and one across. Pick up the horse. Right? Pick up all the pieces.
Horse seat.
Only pick up what I'm saying. You put in your hand. So put it down. All right. So move it up one or two across. I wanted them to keep the exercises actually. They're going to need it. Oh, you think I should keep them? Did they mind losing?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, so move your horse up one and two across, or two up and one across. One up, two across, or two up, one across. Did everybody do that? All right. Now, the queen. Yeah, everybody pick the queen up. Pick the queen up. Now, what's what you about the queen? Now, wouldn't it be nice in life that you can move anywhere you want to? That's now, what does that represent? Being able to move anywhere you want to. What did I say earlier? That one you guys learned about. Power. That represents power. I mean, yeah, but power is what you want ultimately. So you can move wherever you want. You can write how many checks you want. You can buy any car you want. You can buy your mama house if you want. That's power. So on this board, I want you to move. Sorry. So on this board, I want you guys to, I guess, move anywhere you want on the board. Now we're just going to the base. We're going to the base. We're not playing right now. We're going to the base. So you can move up as far as you want. And the king. How many points in the king is worth?
0.
0. Why is that? Is it because the king is nobody? Not necessarily, but the game is over once the king is taken, so you're going to protect it. So you're going to move one spot at a time. So everybody put the king in their hand? Everybody put the king in your hand? And I want you to move it one spot up. You can either move it anywhere around you one spot. Anywhere one spot. You got it? Alright. So that concludes our chess lesson for today, but next week we're going to really we're going to dive into it next week, okay? Alright, so we just saw the applause. What's going to happen next week? Huh? What's going to happen next week? And we are going to get our report cards too.